The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 5-minute time limit. Now making his way to the ring from parts unknown. He is the leader of the Technicos and a Matt Classic. Why do we give him a microphone? It's a marquee match. Matt Classic, Mr. Kennedy, the wrestler versus the entertainer, the wrestler versus the superstar. Let's see what happens. Let's get it on. And a quick headlock takedown from Matt Classic, who needs to avenge the loss of his colleagues in the tag team match a few moments ago. Heart punch! That should have been a kill shot. That can't be legal. And now Matt Classic taking Mr. Kennedy, Ellipsis Kennedy to school. Kennedy, of course, the reigning AWL Anarchy champion. And this is a big match for Mr. Kennedy and Matt Classic. Should Matt Classic pin and defeat the Anarchy champion, he should earn a place in the next Anarchy championship match, one would assume. About 4 minutes and 20 seconds. That's the time of RVD, the 4:20. Remaining on the clock, Mr. Kennedy, who it appears Mr. Kennedy is going to be available to the AWL a little longer than expected, as there are no plans right now for him to sign with TNA. Because somebody else has signed with TNA. Did you really think I was going to go through the whole show without mentioning this? Hulk Hogan has signed with Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. That could either be the... Whoa, nice indie neckbreaker by Mr. Kennedy. Hogan signing with TNA could either be the best thing that's ever happened to that company or the final nail in its coffin. Lord only knows. But I, for one, am going to check out Impact on Friday, actually, in my time zone. Big time difference between America and Japan, folks. I'm gonna keep watching Impact to see if Hogan actually does anything for TNA. But meanwhile, back to the match at hand. Matt Classic in serious trouble, it looks like, right now, against the more charismatic and much younger superstar who's going up to the top rope. What is he thinking from up there? Axe handle smash, and he hits it. Matt Classic in serious trouble. Kennedy is being smart. He's playing his game, keeping it flashy, keeping it WWE style. Keeping it the, shall we say, entertainment-based offense of Mr. Kennedy, as opposed to the wrestling-based offense of Matt Classic. Hook up, whip into the ropes. Kennedy comes back, but no, right hand. Matt Classic in a little bit of trouble here. Mr. Kennedy in the green zone. Classic in the yellow. It could be a shutout loss for the Technicos tonight that could not possibly bode well for the future of the young newly formed technical wrestler faction. And Matt Classic already in the red zone! This is disastrous! Kennedy, the Anarchy champion, dominating right now as he takes down Matt Classic one more time. Mr. Kennedy right now has got to be looking for the mic check. But no, he gets a vertical suplex from the person who invented the vertical suplex, and a leg drop! The big leg drop! You have never seen anyone drop a leg in wrestling better or earlier than Matt Classic. And Matt Classic now, he has locked off the head of Mr. Kennedy. The head is completely locked in place, and only released at the whim of Matt Classic. Japanese arm drag. But there we go, a clothesline forearm strike. Another move invented by Matt Classic way back when in the early days. I think in the old country. And a nice body drop, followed up by a kick to the midsection. Matt Classic has a chance here. He's got to take advantage. Mr. Kennedy is down into the yellow zone. There are 2 minutes left on the clock. Should this match go to a time limit, then we have judges in attendance who will decide the victor based on who has done the most damage to their opponent. And another modified arm drag by Kennedy. Whoop, and he takes him up and around into the wrist lock, proving that even a superstar can use basic wrestling maneuvers. And here we go, mic check! He thought it was a mic check, but no! Classic's up! Classic's up! How did... Matt Classic just got up from the mic check, the move that won Mr. Kennedy that Anarchy Championship. How? And Kennedy right now can't believe it. You can just see in his poorly pixelated face that Mr. Kennedy can't believe that this guy just stood up from a mic check. Okay, we'll take him up for a military press slam. Classic in serious trouble still. But he just stood up from the mic check. But maybe not the backbreaker. He's got a bad back. 1, 2... And the Sacrawilliac is enough to secure the victory. Here is your winner. Okay, fine, I'll let you say it. Alright, coming up next, tag team titles on the line. Big Business, the Wild Pack. This match is going to be insane. 10-minute time limit for the AWL Tag Team Championship of the world. Stay tuned to AWL Quick Review Aki Assult.